You are now tuned in to Radio Flyness. The joy that comes to you from the AMs to the PMs. Well, I appreciate you for flying with us.
Welcome to Hipnotik VIP Pass, your ultimate music trip.
Yeah, I'm tryna count this money up. Ungang pazamis, ayy. Ungang pazamis, ayy. Ungang pazamis, ayy. You ain't talking business, Ungang kulumis, ayy. Ungang kulumis. I gotta get the fees.
Your front row seat to the hottest tracks and stories. Unlock the beat, feel the heat, only on Hipnotik VIP Pass. The heartbeat of youth culture. You're tuned into the Hipnotik VIP Pass.
5, just fry. When I had my cup and I smoked up till I glide. They try to clip my wings, but a nigga he stay fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. Baby, yeah, you fine as fuck, tryna make you mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. Yeah, just fry. But she tryna roll on for the night. Young lady, so she loving on my vibe. Cancer on my left and the drink is on my right, yeah. Yeah, my touch up Midas, baby feeling titled. How she do too much, so I quit and I minus. Too much booger sugar, now she sound like she got sinus. I flow that I spit with a stick, so you might catch a virus. When I step into the scene, they talking too much, sound like sirens. Niggas do whatever just to pop out and go viral. And I fought this bitch and gave her back, now he my spiral. The nigga in the mirror only want to be my rival. 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just fry. When I had my cup and I smoked up till I glide. They try to clip my wings, but a nigga he stay fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. Baby, yeah, you fine as fuck, tryna make you mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slide. Yeah. 5, 6 slide.
VIP Artist of the Week.
Drop a location. Can you tell me where you are? I've been so patient. Drop a location. Can you tell me where you are? Drop a location. Can you tell me where you are? I've been so patient.
Drop location, you can't be that far from me. Baby, where you are, drop location, you can't be that far from me. Come choose when I'm at Dali, Lendelo Mushangayo Vele when I owe in Bali. Wena my darling, lendlela muhle ngayo vele wena uyimbali.
It is the VIP pass right here on 91.6 FM. Talk about music that is on steroids. Oh my goodness. What a way to start the show. The only problem, the song had to end.
It was way too short.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Swatini, South Africa, Mozambique. 10 minutes into the show. And of course, every Saturdays between 4 and 5, we represent nothing but Swatini's best in youth culture. We're talking music, we're talking fashion, we're talking all round business people, entrepreneurs. This is what we try to build on the show. So yeah, I'm never alone. I have my sidekicks with me, my co-host with me. By the way, I am Supaphly. The voice might trick you a bit. It's that time of the year.
It's the winter season.
But we're saying goodbye
we
to
say
it.
Goodbye, true.
Finally. So yeah, my voice might be a little different, but I'm still the same. Bringing you joy from the AM to the PMs. Call me Sitembile. You can trust me all day, every day. And I've got Kein with me in studio. Miss Senna still on her way as always.
Yes, ma'am. As
the
usual.
queen has to make that kind of entrance.
Yeah, you know, like
How you doing, Kein? How has your week been?
Oh man, I'm super. Like I'm doing great, man. Like my week's been pretty productive. You know, been pushing a couple of ideas. You know, we got big announcements on the way. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to put together a collaboration with this international producer. You know, a guy from Canada. But you know, hush hush for now till we get it done really. But yeah, I've just been working, man. Yeah.
And you're not alone in studio. You brought someone very, very interesting, and listening to his sound, listening to his music, I'm like, oh my word.
Yeah.
Eswatini.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're a very talented bunch.
Wow.
Niggas, people are gonna wake up to this very late if they don't wake up now.
The young people really doing it the most, guys. Wow.
Yeah,
Would
we
like
got
to welcome
Mali.
yeah, how you doing, Mali?
Well, just like you, I'm super fly. You know?
Yeah. And you look super fly, by the way.
Yeah, he dripping
I
hard,
love your
dripping way
style.
too hard.
Front row seat to the hottest tracks and stories.
So tell us more about yourself.
Well, yo, what's good? What's going on? It's your boy Mali, aka the real life dragon, aka the hottest trapper in the kingdom.
I see it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
VIP Artist of the Week.
First and foremost, you are born, you were placed in a very beautiful kingdom called Eswatini to two amazing, hopefully, parents, and they named you a certain way. Tell us more about your story before we get into your musical journey.
So, crazy enough, Malwande is not a name I got from either of my parents.
Ooh,
Yeah, my uncle actually gave me that name.
Malwande.
Okay.
And we know what that means.
Expansion.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, like every time, like I just ask my mom, I'm like, so like, how did I get the name? She's always like, bro, your uncle is the one that gave you the name. So I guess, actually, none of like my uncle, because I've got like my second name is Patizwe.
Patiz.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
The crazy thing is, even that one, none of my parents gave me that name. Like one of like my mom's close friends.
So your parents never gave you any
My
names.
parents never gave me.
Okay.
But that's not it, you know?
Yeah, and that's
Oh,
a
wait.
blessing. I think I also did that with my daughter, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's also a blessing and an
It
expression
yeah.
of love
Yeah, it
from
happens.
other family members.
True.
Okay, so Wakabani, Ngumane.
Ngumane way.
Okay, born and bred.
Swaziland.
Whereabouts?
I won't lie. I'm not really sure where in Swaziland I was born exactly.
Okay.
But I just know I'm Swazi, born and bred, raised there.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
you're this young kid, man. You start your school days, you start your kindergarten. Where does the love for music grow within you?
So here's the crazy thing. So like I had in primary I had a friend who used to like write poems and everything. Static.
Yeah. Static. Yeah.
So
Static.
used to like write poems and everything back when we like used to be like drawing, like tracing Dragon Ball Z. And
Yeah.
So like in primary, it was him like writing. Then like in high school, when I transitioned into high school, most of my friends, majority of my friends did music, except for me because I was never like really into music. Like
What were you into?
I was just doing me.
Okay.
Or, like,
What does that
I
look
was-
like?
I was more like,
Okay.
I was more like
Is
into
you.
drawing.
Okay.
Okay, fine art.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I also had a similar path, you know, like I started
Okay.
off in grade 7 just drawing until I transitioned, you
Wow.
know. Yeah.
So it's crazy, yeah. So
Okay.
like Should I go on?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
bro.
cool. So like in high school, and then like my friends, there was Nigel, Water Park, Static, you know, MC Word.
Yeah,
like,
all the boys.
All the boys.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were called Perp Gang. Like back in
What
the
does
time.
that mean?
Perp Gang is like, I don't even know how it came about.
Yeah.
But like it was Perp Gang, right? So like they were like always, we go to the studio here by Theatre Club actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we'd go there, like have studio sessions and just chill, trap out and everything.
Yeah.
And then like 2016 is when I actually made my first song.
Mm.
And how that came about is like because experiencing my friends as artists, just watching them doing like what they have to do and everything, I
Yeah.
think it was like so crazy, it was so interesting.
Yeah.
So like then one time I was just like, yo guys, let me just try to do a little, let me show you my talent, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
So
yeah.
they're like, alright, bet for sure. So like then we tapped in, made my first song, it was called Lit. You know,
Okay.
People actually like liked it, but like now that I'm actually an artist, because I wasn't, I wouldn't consider myself an artist back then.
You were just
Yeah, I was just
experimenting.
experimenting. So
Yeah.
now that I'm actually an artist, I'm like, I wonder what people actually liked. 'Cause that song really wasn't like anything like, you know.
And I think every artist
Okay.
has that same story with their
Yeah.
very first
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, no, I don't even know where my first ever song is. I threw it in the trash. I don't
Yeah.
even know where it went. I
Yeah.
can't even
so,
remember
like,
what it
that's
said.
I'm saying. So it's like so crazy. And then in that journey, 2016, I was at Sifu, and then I left Sifu to go to Nelspruit to do hostel there. So like within 2017, 2018, I'm like in hostel, like moving from Swaziland to Nelspruit back. Then within that time, I started spending time with MC Word.
Yeah.
So when I spent time with him, I go to his house like almost all the time. And he's like an artist, like a full-fledged artist, right?
Yeah, he's an
Every
SA
time-
right now
yeah, he's
doing
an SA,
culinary
yeah,
school, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing culinary school. Like he's
Wow.
a chef.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He's
Wow.
actually killing it. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I like going to his house and everything. We chill. We make music. Then like I wouldn't make my own songs. I'd just feature on his songs. Like he was like the artist. So that's me still experimenting.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
not
yeah.
Really like not like I wasn't like still not tapped into
Yeah.
music like that. Yeah. So and then after 2018, 2019 was my gap year. So there I'm just living my life. I'm just not focused on music because like I never thought I'd ever be an artist.
What are you doing?
Currently right now.
No, during
Like,
that
during
time.
that
That's
I was
gap
just-
year.
I was living my life really. I was just
What
in my
is
house.
that?
That's partying. What he's saying is he was partying.
Oh,
Yeah.
YOLO.
Yeah, YOLO.
Okay.
Living your life.
Yeah, basically YOLO. But like, so I had my gap year, and then 2020 came. I was supposed to go to school, but COVID in Victoria,
Yeah.
college for business management.
Okay.
Then COVID came, and then I didn't go to school. And then here's where I actually realized that like music is like something I want to do.
Yeah.
Crazy experience, right? My producer's South African. Shout out Kobe, by the way.
All right. Kobe.
Kobe, he's South African. So how him and I met was there's this artist from SA. His name is Vegas X Caesar. So he had these artists in SA usually have this thing where like they make WhatsApp group chats. So like the social WhatsApp. If you guys like my music, just click the link and then join my WhatsApp.
I'm in one of those groups currently.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know exactly what you mean.
So he's like, yeah, so that happened. This is late 2020, early 2021. So I jump in the group. Everyone's sending their music in, everything. Like, you know, people are just like wilding out. And then like I sent one of my songs actually. Then I was just taking my chances. Crazy enough, I'm like, you know what? I have nothing to lose at the end of the day. So I send one of my songs. So I send it through. He picks it up. He hears it. Then he hits me up like private message like, yo, what's up? My name is Kobe.
Yeah.
Like I heard this one song. I really like it, bro. I think we should work.
Yeah,
I've been working
yeah.
with this guy
Since.
2021.
So
We've
these
never met.
so these songs that we were playing are basically his production or they come from someone else?
They come from someone else.
Okay. Both of them.
No. I won't lie. The first one, Slide.
Okay.
Yo, there's so many stories to this. So Slide is basically it's a type beat.
Okay.
Right? So I'm in a phase of my life as an artist where I'm trying to find my sound because
Sure.
Yeah. So like ever since I've started making music, I've been like touching
Yeah.
base everywhere. Like
Because I wanted to ask what influences you.
Yeah.
Trap music. Yeah, like a crazy thing. I've never been depressed before.
Okay.
And the reason people find this very crazy, but like the reason I've never been depressed because I listen to trap music.
Yeah.
So, like I want the lifestyle, you know. So every time I feel a little sad, play some trap music, then they talk about, yo, nigga, you gotta get up. Yeah, you gotta go get this, bro. So as soon as I hear that, my brain just switches off all the sadness and everything.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mentality monster. It's very important to have a strong mentality also in this game, you know.
True.
And if you just want to win in life in general, you know, you have to have a very strong mentality. So, yeah.
So, trap music influences me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am loving this. You're still rightly connected to a VIP pass. Of course, we are powered by the youth. And one of the biggest stables to work with young people is Swazi Jive.
Yes,
a
ma'am.
shout out to them for always just having our backs.
Yeah.
We'll be having quite a number of announcements as well.
True.
A bit later on. Still waiting, Miss Senna. She's got the ins and outs of what we're going to be talking about on the show. You can also look forward to Ngandolo. You know, in this industry, you have to know your facts. You have to know the lore. And we got you on that. I am quite excited to find out which case we'll be riding on today.
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
music.
We have another song by my boy Mali. This one's titled Tsunami.
Yeah, let's go with Tsunami.
Let's talk about Tsunami just a bit.
Yeah.
So, like how it came about.
Yeah.
So,
the story behind.
Yeah, there's
I mean, we all know what a tsunami is.
You know what I'm saying?
So you know how drip water splash, like you got that drip on. So basically, how tsunami came about is Babu Lamin. Babu Lamin.
Zazazel.
Yeah,
Zazazel.
Yeah.
He put the beat on his Instagram story this one time, and I was like, "Yo, man, this is fire."
So he produced that.
Tsunami
Okay.
by Babu Lamin.
Oh, wait.
That's massive.
No, that's fire.
So yeah, man, and then I was going through like a phase in my life. Well, currently I'm single, right?
Sure.
So, like, Tsunami in a sense speaks about like how life has been going as a single person.
As a bachelor.
As a
Yeah.
a single,
How has it been going?
It's been very interesting, actually.
Oh, I really thought he would just jump to it's rough. It's rough.
It's the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Freedom.
I feel
Yo, like,
freedom,
like
ne? That's.
yo.
I don't know.
It's so crazy. It's like.
I don't know. I'm cuffed. I don't know about that
yeah.
lifestyle. I don't.
No, but like I'm a lover boy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like if it was up to me, I'd be in love with my person right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Looking at cute texts and smiling alone.
Yeah.
You know, late at night, we're talking about anything and everything.
But
I'm
that
a
person
lover
is
boy.
just not
But
there
like,
yet.
Exactly.
But it's on the way. Keep praying, my brother. Tsunami. Let's go.
He got to focus on other things, man,
That's
like
true.
creating tsunamis.
You know?
It is VIP Pass right here on EBIS 2 up until exactly 5.
Welcome to Hipnotik VIP Pass, your ultimate music journey.
Yeah, I'm tryna count this money up. Ungang pazamis, ayy. Ungang pazamis, ayy. Ungang pazamis, ayy. You ain't talking business, Ungang kulumis, ayy. Ungang kulumis. I gotta get the fees.
Your front row seat to the hottest tracks and stories. Unlock the beat, feel the heat, only on Hipnotik VIP Pass. The heartbeat of youth culture. You're tuned into the Hipnotik VIP Pass.
She ain't my girl, but the truth that my hands is all over her body. Spitting on fire, it's true that I'm burning, I'm feeling like Scotty. Seen with the drip and I leave when I walk, but these niggas can't mock me. They see the drip and they love who I am, so they go ahead and copy. Can't I see that, cannot do lobby, doggy. In love with a man's but still giving me thoppy. Live life on the edge, she might fall, I'm G-Dumpy. The drip that I'm on is so wavy to nothing. Drip is for free, yeah, when I speak. The shit I got, I'm I shop on the street. And it's just true that I've been independent. My head on her neck and my wrist is dependent, yeah. Man, it's just true that I want it for real. Diamonds my neck, just like the thriller, I want them to chill. My nigga shot me, my pilot could feel. I'm too turned up, I don't think I can chill. On to the top and I'm climbing the hill. want my teeth super icy, the grill. I want the rest and I want them so plenty. She cheat on a nigga, she glad that she made me. She told me she cover my hands in her panty. Her girls I be loyal, I don't think there's any. That's good for the streets, I can tell you that many. She letting me fuck, I ain't spending a penny. Connect to her G's, but I'm calling her Jenny. Yeah, I'm super fly, she down for the ride. She want the man, I'm glad she ain't mine. She claim me she loyal, I see through her lies. I ain't trusting these girls, I'm the reason, that's why. She ain't my god, but it's true that my hands is all over her body. Spitting the fire, it's true that I'm burning, I'm feeling like Scarlet. See with the drip and I leave when I want, but these niggas can't rob me. They see the drip and they love who I am, so they go ahead and copy. Cannot see that, cannot do lovey-dovey. In love with a man's but so giving me toppy. Live life on the edge, she might fall, I'm the the drip that I'm on, this so way we too numb. Drip is for free, yeah when I speak. The shit I got on, man, I shop on the street. Man, it's just true that I've been independent. My hand on her neck and my wrist is dependent, yeah.
You're tuned into the Hipnotik VIP Pass.
Baby, love your body, won't you bring it closer? Baby, love your body, won't you bring it closer? Baby, love your body, won't you bring it closer? Touch you everywhere until you're dripping water. Baby, slide your number, gonna need talk taller. When we out in public, baby, let me hold ya. Baby, love your body, won't you bring it closer? Touch you everywhere until you're dripping water. Baby, slide your number, gonna need talk taller. When we out in public, baby, let me hold ya. Closer, 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 closer. When we out in public, baby, let me hold ya. Closer, 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 closer. Baby, love your body, won't you bring it closer? Won't you bring it closer? Your body and my body, yeah, we break composure. Girl, I can't control ya. Every time I'm with you, girl, I need some closure. Physically and mentally. Your hands all on my body where you touching me. Argue off the phone, but in person, yeah, you loving me. When we not together, then you tell me you ain't trusting me. Main girl, yeah, you are not the sire. I know it's kinda crazy, but I'm loving me the ride. Yeah, the feeling that I have for you, I don't think I can hide them. Baby, once you come through, then together we can slide, yeah. Baby, love your body, won't you bring it closer? Touch you everywhere until you're dripping water. Baby, slide your number, gonna need talk taller. When we out in public, baby, let me hold ya. Baby, love your body, won't you bring it closer? Touch you everywhere until you're dripping water. Baby, slide your number, gonna need talk taller. When we out in public, baby, let me hold ya. Closer, 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 closer. When we out in public, baby, let me hold ya. Closer, 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 closer. Baby, love your body, won't you bring it closer?
A VIP Pause, a show that comes your way every Saturdays between 4 and 5. It's all about the heartbeat of a youth culture. Wherever you are, we're doing it for all the young people. And I must say, Mali in studio really impressing me in so many ways. This is the talent that we are always pushing for. I am Supaphly together with our guest in studio representing Eswatini trap music. And of course, he is so versatile like that. He is Mali. Miss Senna is in the building. We would like to welcome you.
Yeah, let's go.
I am so happy. I'm talking to the Sparvingtons.
Yes,
so much. Oh my God, I'm dying.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. You won't die just yet. As long as Supaphly is still here, my love.
Okay, my local cat is coming to the country.
Oh, so that's what's
that's why I can't breathe.
But you know, before we get there, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
How has the week been like?
It's very tricky because 2 more weeks left. I'm pushing out baby Umi.
Oh, let's go! Congratulations,
I'm a superwoman.
baby Umi.
Trying to make it happen,
And
you
I
know.
didn't even notice.
Trust me, you
What
wouldn't
kind of
know.
mama are you?
I
You
mean,
wouldn't-
come on
You know,
now.
it's
My
funny
son
'cause
is
women-
14 years old.
Women usually can tell before
I'm
men do.
kidding.
I
Nobody
wasn't.
can tell. I don't understand why.
Yeah. I guess it's
We're all
like your body
busy.
type.
Like we all busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we won't have you
True
for the
that,
next
true.
couple of weeks once baby's here.
Baby Umi
Bundle
is going
of
to.
you.
Where are you
have
going to
sushi.
be, Exe? We need you out
Baby
here.
Umi will be in the VVIP pass
Okay.
with mommy.
Yeah. In the stroller next to.
amazing.
Because we're pushing. Because what's happening is I'm getting all these opportunities.
Yeah.
And I can't say stop. I've been waiting to be,
Yeah.
out there pushing with the, the crowd and the
Yeah,
people
man.
and the youth.
Look,
So,
for your
you
time.
You know.
And
And baby Umi's learning a lot from Supaphly, you know.
Yeah. Who knows? I
Every
just might be the
weekend.
godmother. Wow, congratulations,
Yes, of
my
course.
angel. Okay. So, yeah, man.
I'm
that's-
pushing it close, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be chilling at home, but
Wow.
I have to
You
be here.
should
The
be.
hustle is calling.
Okay, so now I'm not angry at all for your lateness. Now I understand. You have
That's
so
funny.
much. And of course, the first part of the show, we had our amazing artist, Amali, in studio. We have a topic for today as well. Maybe you can touch on that because I think you can learn one or two things as a young person
Yeah.
coming up into the music industry. We'll also talk about an experience that you had where you actually are invited to a show, but they tell you to pay.
Yeah, just-
The
Yeah.
performer pays to perform
You have to pay a fee
at
to
their
perform.
show.
It's a
You know what?
chai. It's a chai one.
This week is about, I really wanted to talk to him about what he has faced in terms of performing in shows.
Yeah.
Because this week we are discussing this, the festivals, the shows,
The impact.
the impact that it does for
Yeah.
us in the community. And I'm happy that Hipnotik Festival is coming up with a banger in terms of, you see the preparation
Yeah.
towards the show, being the radio show, the VIP pass. And we're also having OK Malumkuk had come in.
Yeah, a merch pop-up
I
party.
mean,
Yes.
he's the a creative director of
yeah,
the
as
whole
well.
show,
Yeah.
by the
You
way.
know, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Yeah.
just giving you.
Just a little clip
We're
it
just
all.
teasing
You
you.
just
Yeah.
got VIP pass.
You've been VIP pass. That's crazy.
And for this specific one, because this one is specific, why is he coming through?
Basically, it's like a merch pop-up party. He's gonna be
Match pop up.
Yeah, so
you
Spova
must,
gang.
You must explain to the older
To the-
one.
yeah.
that are also
Merchandise.
So
listening.
merchandise is like he has a clothing brand
Yeah.
that he's
Yes,
promoting. You know, he's a
Spova.
very big pioneer in SA
Fashionista.
music industry, like fashion, music. You know, they've done a lot with Boys and
Trendsetter.
Bucks. Yeah, so he's bringing his brand, to the country, so people can sort of, buy some of the material. If you like something you see, just promote it also. And there's going to be a lot of other brands and other young entrepreneurs who are going to be a part of
Local as
Yes,
That is what
local.
excites
So
me.
yeah, so I think I might also have something coming up because I have merch that I'm working on in the moment. So it's gonna look fire.
Okay.
Trust me.
We
So
have
this
an
is something
exclusive.
that is happening before the actual event in
Yes,
October.
this is in August the 30th
30th of
at
August,
Asante
okay.
Guest House,
That's in Manzini.
Manzini. Yes.
Yeah,
So
bro.
yeah.
And the ticket is 400.
Okay. We don't care about that.
Yeah.
We don't care about the money, girl.
Yeah, we
care
coming.
about the man.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
so
coming.
Miss Sienna, you were delving into today's topic as well.
Yes. We are here to discuss how festivals impact the community. Besides the fact that it's entertainment, besides the fact that it's a showcase for artists, which wildly motivates the youth
Yeah.
in terms of, we'll see, like, I want to be in the next Bushfire Festival.
Yeah.
I want to be in the Firefly,
Yeah.
competition.
Gives them something to work towards. Yeah,
Exactly.
one of those things. Yeah.
Hipnotik being one of also the most amazing ways to show your versatility
Yeah.
in terms of hip hop and what your creativity is all about. But we
Yeah.
also want to shine light to the organizations that actually support these festivals.
Yeah.
And most of the time you'd find that ShopRite is involved, F&B is involved, you know, some organizations like UNDP, because they really, really, really want to uplift and push our creative, you know, campus to the next level.
The
because
EU, UNESCO, all of those
exactly.
sort of
So we want to
organizations.
shine the light on those organizations as well, to know that, you know, even the youth right now, if you are someone that is a creative, you can just write a proposal, just knowing that these type of organizations are also in your corner, there to support anything that you are trying to achieve, as it also boosts the economy in terms of us being more entrepreneur, like, you know, in
eccentric.
entrepreneurial eccentric.
Yeah.
Instead of relying on jobs and, you know,
True.
because
the economy is.
I mean, like, I have cousins, they have dog trades, you know, sitting at home, you know, like, it's very bad. So now we want to focus the positivity on us saying, you know what, let us support our festivals. Because not only, like, you hear testimonials, people coming out saying, I made 58,000 from selling, you know, burgers. Guys, you don't have to say,
especially at a 3-day
I'm not
event.
an artist, so I'm not
crazy.
participating. You can look for those opportunities.
But I'm also thinking, we're having amazing festivals in the kingdom. You just mentioned a few, and a whole lot are still coming through. I'm just thinking of the originality, because when something now is too much, then it's more
saturated.
like copy and paste. It's more like how do we set apart? Because for me, I might go to Luchu, for example, and still feel like we are fana with this Gugo Tandayo kind of vibe.
Okay.
So
because they kind of cater for the same market-ish type of thing.
So I might find myself having to attend 2 festivals, but the concept
is more or less the same.
Exactly.
I don't know. I think it's an originality thing, like you're saying. People really have to dig deep, you know, like that's how you become creative with things. Like, you can take something that already exists, like throwing a party and a festival, but just putting certain twists to it and giving it a different identity. Like, there's festivals from outside the country, Uganda. I can't remember what this one is called, but it's something about having, it's like a green festival. Everything they use is like
sustainability.
Yeah, but I was at the bushfire round table thing. One of them was there. I'm just forgetting what it's called, but it's a really big festival. They were talking about fundraising and how they do all that stuff, you know. But like, you have to try and be diverse and just use your brain.
So we still need more festivals for the economy pusher.
The EEA is actually giving out grants. We actually have to speak about the information in terms of the fact that recycling now, sustainability. There's a young brother that I know that actually makes money with picking up the trash and sorting it out, recycling it after the festival. I'm trying to just like show the diversity. I did when I was creating the show for this week, I did put it down as a point that we have to talk about green sustainability in terms of the fact that we have to help the environment. We have so much power to do that. And in festivals, you know that it
gets messy.
It gets very crazy. So, but now I'm loving the initiative that Swaziland is in with the EEA for the environment. They did a show in Mklaleni. I actually participated where we were picking up the trash there by the highway. So, you know, types of projects like that, they give us, the youth, a lot of diversity and originality that could add
and
to
I think
the
frequency of festivals being there, it means the frequency of more people having opportunities to do stuff, you know. So we
Job
definitely
creation.
we need a lot more of that, you know, coming about.
And we want to appreciate Sakile for like pushing back the Hipnotik festival
of youth culture.
it was seeming as though now it's Mama Koti festival.
Exactly. Everything now seems like it's a competition.
And I want to say shout out to our guest, because you know when it comes to hip hop in Swaziland, it's never trap music.
It never is
So
trap music.
yes, we need to shine those things and like give the people. Sakile is not even trying to create a festival for music and artists. He's actually creating a platform for us to learn AI, digital marketing. You know, like channeling. Using the Hipnotik Festival, we are channeling through digital marketing, something that is missing within the vendors of our country right now. So that is also important.
Mali, hearing her speak, what goes through your mind as a young not upcoming, but as a young artist in this space?
Well, obviously as an artist, I'll agree with like what she's saying, because like it's not easy to like get like the space to like go like get the chance to like go
be original.
So it's like, I guess the more opportunities you have, the more chances you get to actually like do something. But like also another thing like I've realized is like, yes, we could have all these festivals, right? But like what I've learned, at least like the bit I've learned being in the industry, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Because you have like such amazing talents, they just can't be in the spaces to showcase them, because they don't know the right people.
Until someone sees it and says, "Oh, maybe."
You see, that's where, like that's the crazy thing. It's like, I mean, yes, motion is key. Like you must have motion in order to be. But also, you get like people that like aren't really like the best, but they have that opportunity,
the platform.
Because
They know someone.
They know someone.
You're very right,
So
brother.
it's like you see the different shows. The lineup is the same host.
I think I saw 3 or so shows which had the exact same lineup, and it's all the same DJs. Hey, I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
What are we calling it? Because it's not nepotism.
Nepotism.
Association at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's based on
I
who you know.
feel like we needed the VIP pass. Now we are talking about things that are really bothering us. And giving this, I mean, I've observed this show and it's touching my heart, because the guests that we've had on, you'd actually think, they got it. But then when you start listening to the challenges that they face, they actually make sense. So now we have a chance to get a blueprint and actually design festivals and shows for the ones that are, the outliers.
And really, like, if you think about it, the Amapiano culture, basically they all hold each other and band together.
Exactly.
And it's basically the same thing that every other genre has to do, you know, and that's how we create platforms for each other, and etc. etc.
Now we have to go to Ngandolo, but before we go there, please, a disclaimer, I'm not going to mention any names, but we talked about something really interesting. I think I mentioned it, where as a performer, you're invited to go perform, but for you to perform, you have to pay to perform.
Which one is that one?
We're not saying any names. But I'm trying to understand, how does that work?
You guys, like...
Yeah, no, that one was someone
like,
chance.
You have to unpack the country as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah, but now when we're unpacking this country as a whole, whatever industry,
we have guidelines. Yes,
are we even protected? Who is protecting us?
It's like, because a promoter can just come and say, if you want to feature on my show, pay me. What am I doing?
And if
you think about it, it's like the same thing that happens in like the industry in general. But now when it comes to radio stations and SA and whatnot, you know, some people get paid to play certain songs high rotation. You know what I'm saying? So it's more or less on the same alley, but no, this one is it was a joke.
Let's just say it was a joke. And talking about jokes, when we get into Ngandolo, there is nothing that is playful about this segment. There are no jokes. It is all about facts and facts and facts. And of course, a big shout out to our contributor for always handling Ngandolo for us. It is VIP Pass on 91.6 FM. Good afternoon.
Welcome to Hipnotik VIP Pass, your ultimate music journey.
Yeah, I'm tryna count this money up. Ungang pazamis, ayy. Ungang pazamis, ayy. Ungang pazamis, ayy. You ain't talking business, Ungang kulumis, ayy. Ungang kulumis. I gotta get the fees.
Your front row seat to the hottest tracks and stories. Unlock the beat, feel the heat, only on Hipnotik VIP Pass, the heartbeat of youth culture. You're tuned into the Hipnotik VIP Pass.
Many thanks to the team signing in at this point within the hours, none other than Yongandolo fanatic Vilimile Kumete. Special shout outs as usual to SK Supaphly, Kein, Senna, the entire team, and all our guests, past, present, and pending. This is, of course, that point in the Hipnotik VIP Pass where we pause and take a peek at what's happening in our courts of law. The Ngandolo we revisit is the High Court, located in the capital city of Mbabane. We're discussing a case decided in the month of July, the case of Ngamase versus Nedbank. In this case, Nedbank, the tenant, is renting space for its ATMs from Ngamase, the landlord. How this case starts is the tenant decides, hey, I want to stop renting from you and I want to take my ATMs away from your premises. Well, the landlord says, no, I've got to get to court and stop this tenant from removing its machines. Now, you may ask yourself, why? The landlord's reason is that the contract to rent the ATM space expired on the 30th of June 2025, whereas the tenant allegedly still owes rentals over 1 million emalangeni. So, if the tenant removes its ATMs from the rented property, then the landlord will have no security to satisfy any outstanding rent. Of course, that's its case. The landlord's application is then brought on an urgent basis. This essentially means that instead of going through the normal waiting periods for filing in terms of the High Court's rules, the landlord wants the matter to take priority and be heard speedily because time is of the essence. Now, this is where you pause and forget who the participants in the court battle are. Focus rather on what the mnyombo, the crux of the case is. This case is about urgency. Now, in mainstream media, we know that while you might be having a normal day, sipping a cup of coffee or downing a cold box of emaheu, listening to your favorite radio show or watching your favorite television show, there might be an interruption to the usual broadcast and breaking news might take priority. Now, that's how you should think of an urgent application. A litigant simply prepares their papers and then comes to court and says, I know you operate according to a set of rules, but I need you to ignore them and give priority to my case. Well, there are requirements to be met in order to have a matter heard and decided on an urgent basis in a ngandolo, in a court. Well, here's a quick note. This is not a lecture or an expert opinion, if you will. This is simply a summary of a case that you yourself can find on the internet right now and get yourself educated on urgency, on how courts work, on, the relationships between tenants and landlords and so much more. Just go on the internet. You'll find it. Better yet, visit Ngandolo on any given day and you learn something. Okay, I digress. So in our discussion for today, the landlord says, hey, this matter's urgent. But the tenant says, no, it's not. The court then picks up a set of tools to basically decide the case. Now, what are these tools? The tools come from a test that's been developed in South African High Court decisions. Now, this is what we call judicial precedent. Basically, you get this court deciding it in this particular year, and then in subsequent years or in subsequent months, the same position is adopted, and that's how the law is formed, what in terms of what we know basically as judicial precedent, or Logweta Kala has now set the tone for what we decide and how we decide today. Anyway, I keep pausing. Okay, so the tools are the requirements, and the court basically says, I'll put my rules aside and I'm going to hear the matter as an urgent one if you can satisfy 3 requirements. 1, the harm you might suffer is nearby or it is at hand and cannot be fixed. 2, if you follow the rules, you will suffer prejudice. In other words, you will suffer some kind of severe disadvantage. And 3, you've got to be able to explain the urgency in clear terms. Well, the court then digs into these requirements and briefly concludes that, the landlord is actually right. The landlord's application is urgent. Now, let's look at the particular circumstances why the court made that decision. So, number 1, the court basically says, if the ATMs are removed, the landlord would be left with no security. The landlord cannot exercise what is known in the law as a hypothek. Okay, pause. It simply means a real security interest. In other words, the landlord is saying, as long as I have the ATMs on my premises, I have real security in that should the tenant continue to be in default, I can then go and sell the ATMs and recover this rent that is allegedly due to me. So let's leave that explanation there and just not take it further for now. 2, the court goes on to decide that just because the rental contract has expired, it's not reasonable then for the tenant to say, why wait until the end of the contract when you could have acted earlier? So the court is basically deciding that the urgency of the case only matures as soon as the contract expires and rent is still outstanding. Now, I already told you that this particular matter came to court during the course of July. Now, number 3, if you joined us in previous weeks, we've spoken about the concept of a special plea, which is basically one litigant saying, wait, before you get into the facts, here are some technical problems with my opponent's case. Well, in this case, technical points of law are raised. The High Court simply finds that this kind of tactic, if you will, should be avoided. And the court is not saying that technical points should not be raised by parties to a litigation. The court is basically saying that there's extreme caution that a court of law must exercise if it's now going to simply decide a matter on its technical points without even getting into the meat and the substance of he said, she said, she said, she said, or he said, or it said. Well, I know that in other countries such as the Republic of South Africa, judges will strike off or throw out good cases from the urgent roll or register simply because the matter is not truly speaking urgent. Well, our courts observe a slightly different approach, which makes sense when one considers that, and this is just my opinion here, we have a smaller pool of cases being taken to court in our jurisdiction or in our country. Well, on the issue of urgency, the High Court then takes a brief look at the entire case and decides, yes, this matter is actually urgent and the tenant should just file opposing papers within 5 days. The landlord is then ordered to bring a reply to those answering papers after a further 5 days, and then the matter is postponed to be heard on the 28th of July. Well, that date has not hit yet, so hopefully we get to see the judgment in the near future, and we'll come back and chop it up right here on the VIP Pass. So there is no winner or loser yet in the matter. Each party will commit their stories or their versions to affidavits. They'll basically say what their case is, and the attorneys will return to court on the 28th for, an oral guru. In other words, a legal battle. Well, speaking of gurus, I have an interesting story about a guru, from my primary school days. I don't know if I should tell it. I don't know. Anyway, I happened to offend one of the older gents in my class when I was in grade 4. I'm not going to say what I said to him, but, if I were him, I probably would have been peeved. Now, the guy sets up an appointment right then and there, and he says, I'll meet you at break time so me and you can fight and see who's the real deal. Well, some of the guys standing there now start telling me, you know what, you need to get ready for this guru. You know, break time comes. I wish I could reverse time itself. Well, anyway, the Guru headquarters was packed. If you've been to school, you know. That's the playground. So this gent approaches me. He grabs my shirt. He puts my shirt in his two fists, and then he decides, there's no use fighting this guy. He's not even ready to fight back. Well, that day I knew for sure our mothers do pray for us because there was actually no fight. Of course, if you have a little one with you as you listen to this may be a good time to remind them violence is never the answer. Don't get yourself in a guru, you know. This Ngandolo podcast or this Ngandolo broadcast keeps slipping away from this Ngandolo or courtroom scenario. Anyway, the guru comes back on the 28th, so we might get to chop it up once that's done. Anyway, the take home is that if you have an urgent matter, you need to be sure. In my case, maybe, the imminent matter would have been, hey, somebody's going to kick me now. I've got to pray. And maybe that would have been my application to the heavens above. Anyway, what I was saying is that the take home is that you've got an urgent matter. You just need to be sure that it can fit into 3 requirements, Let's refresh. 1, imminent and irreparable harm. That's got to be present. 2, prejudice. And 3, you've got to simply be able to explain or give an account of the urgency explicitly in writing. Well, that brings us to the end of this Ngandolo segment. So from me, Vilimile Gumete, I'd say ditch the Ngandin, give up the guru, go tamela the Ngandolo on any given day. Hey, it's free to read these cases on the internet, just as it is free to sit inside any Ngandolo and observe cases. So go do it. And until next time, awe.
You're tuned into the Hipnotik VIP Pass, your ultimate music journey.
Yeah, I'm tryna count this money up. Ungang pazamis, ayy. Ungang pazamis, ayy. Ungang pazamis, ayy. You ain't talking business, ungang kulumis, ayy. Ungang kulumis. I gotta get the fees.
Your front row seat to the hottest tracks and stories. Unlock the beat, feel the heat, only on Hipnotik VIP Pass. The heartbeat of youth culture.
Wow.
Yes.
Always interesting.
Nah, shout out
Always
to Vilimile,
interesting.
man. Shout out to Vilimile. That was a really good one.
You can all rent up to $1 million. Wow.
Yeah.
Yo,
man. $1 million is crazy.
Shout out to the landlord. It's so sweet.
That's crazy.
It is VIP Pass, and we're just about to wrap it all up. A big thank you to Marley, a big thank you to Miss Sienna, a big thank you to Kein. I'm Supaphly. But before we wrap it all up, maybe just across the table, we start with our main guest. And how do people reach out to you? And of course, your project, where can people listen to your beautiful trap?
Well, I'm on all platforms actually. You just search Mali, but like people get it twisted because it's spelled M4L exclamation mark.
M4L exclamation mark. M4L exclamation mark.
Say M4, they call me M4.
Yeah.
I try to it's
M4 Lee.
the thing is, they don't even like see the exclamation. They just say M4L, and I'm like,
but
it happens.
Close enough.
It
close
happens.
enough. Close enough.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
so on all
Okay,
platforms,
right.
M4L exclamation mark. My social media, Mali, but it's M.4.Li. So yeah, that's all my social media handles are the same.
Okay, and we also on Spotify.
Spotify.
They can stream you.
I
Okay.
actually dropped a single yesterday.
Okay. Wow.
Location. It's
Yeah.
one of my upcoming projects.
Oh, that was it. That's
Yeah.
a beautiful track.
Yeah.
Projects titled Roller Coaster Emotions.
Okay.
So it's basically like a project I started like working on like last year because I got out of a relationship last year. So that whole experience is part of like that project.
Nice.
Like,
Okay, the roller coaster of
Let's talk
emotion.
about love.
I love how Jolo will inspire people.
Yeah,
you know,
ne?
Jolo, it will humble you and inspire you at the same time.
It's crazy. All these things are tying in together. Now, he said in the beginning that he's a single man, and now the
now
story
it
is coming
makes
out.
Yeah, now the show is over. Like,
Yeah. Okay, Miss Sienna, what are we busy with next week? And of course, how do people stay in touch with Swazi Jive and Hipnotik 2025? Dreams of Gold.
Dreams of gold,
yes,
baby.
yes. On all platforms, we have Swazi Jive and Swazi Jive, Instagram and Facebook. Then you also have to have the opportunity to check what the festival has in line for you. And I'm trying to cut this. Stop looking forward to the artists, okay? As a young person, be an entrepreneur, see how you can sell what you can sell.
Yeah.
Get into the details of how you can participate in the festival, on how to monetize yourself and help build yourself.
That's all we want. Kein?
Yes, ma'am. I am at Kein.him on Instagram, Abel Kein on Facebook, and across all platforms. Yeah, man. Let's link up for this OK Malum Cool Cat show. You know what I'm saying? The 30th of August. The Spova Gang merch pop-up party. And yeah, I saw a lot of interesting things dropping. Like, people are working, guys. Did you see the Zazazel music video?
Yeah.
And then there was also the Wasabi one. You know what I'm saying?
For the culture. People are working.
People are working, bro. So it's a very beautiful time leading up to the festival. You know, like, let's just keep the momentum going, guys. You know, let's make this happen. We got a lot of interesting stuff coming.
VIP Pass, the heartbeat of young people.
The heartbeat of youth culture.